Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for this video, we are going to be revisiting saving the Pelicans on Sierra 117 without mods. So, just as a recap, the Pelicans I'm referring to on Sierra 117 are these two Pelicans here at the second rally point, where a Banshee will fly by and it will shoot them and they will blow up and crash, and they both just, pretty much, they go crazy and crash, and then the pilot makes that really obnoxious scream. Who could forget? But anyways, in a video I did, this is like a year ago probably at this point, but I did a video where I saved these Pelicans by shooting down those Banshees before they fire the Banshee bombs. And if you can shoot them down before they hit a certain trigger, then you do save the Pelicans. Now it's very difficult to shoot down those Banshees. So I modded it to shoot Spartan lasers and rockets, so I could take them out long before they cross that little trigger point that causes the Pelicans to explode and crash. But that being said, it's almost impossible to do it without mods, to shoot the Banshees down early enough. You could shoot the Banshees down, but usually not early enough to stop them from firing the Banshee bomb. So there is a way, actually, to save the Pelicans without modding. And it's actually a lot easier than shooting the Banshees down. So what you want to do is, same thing, just come to this point in the mission. You want to start from mission start, of course, so that you can get to this part. But you want to have one person stay up here at the ledge, and then the other person can jump down and continue normally. Just, one person stay behind before they jump down to the Cortana moment. And then the other person who went down, just like I said, just keep going forward and playing normally. And once you hear Johnson talking and he finishes the dialogue, just head back. That's it. Just turn around and don't go any further. Now the person I was waiting up there, what they need to do now is just simply turn around and walk backwards to the mission. Just go as far as they can to the beginning of the mission. And while they do that, I don't need to show the path back, but while they do that, let me show you what happens here. At this part, as they walk back, you will still hear the pilots say, like, there's a Banshee coming in, and it's and all the usual dialogue. But don't worry, even though you hear that usual dialogue, it's fine. As you saw there, the dialogue started and no Banshee spawned in, so they're totally safe. And actually, by going backwards, what's happening is we hit a previous loading point and we, for some reason, prevent the Banshees from spawning at all. It's almost like a mini time travel glitch on a Covenant when you prevent the Scarabs from spawning. You're basically like deloading them or something like that. And while the dialogue still happens, the Banshees don't exist, and they never hit the trigger point to cause the Pelicans to crash. So that's it. You've saved the Pelicans. Now we're going to head back and show you that the Pelicans are perfectly safe and in one piece. And as you can see, this was a much easier method than the modded method to shoot down the Banshees. Because even with the modded method, shooting down the Banshees, you still have to be somewhat quick and relatively accurate to shoot them down. And sometimes it can take more than one try. But in this case, this is very simple. Just all you have to do is just walk backwards to as far as you can to the previous part of the mission, and that's it. And I do want to thank Ninja Knight 21 for showing me this. It's a really cool improvement on the method to save the Pelicans, because I thought destroying the Banshees was the only way, and of course destroying them early enough, like I said, most likely requires mods. But apparently this method is even easier. So yeah, so anyways, here we are, we're back. The Pelicans are still there in one piece. Yeah, and their AIs are still shooting the machine gun turrets. Both Johnson's Pelican and the other one are still shooting enemies. And yeah, they're totally fine. And the Banshees will never spawn in at this point, no matter what. So you've effectively saved the Pelicans, and they don't get shot down anymore. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it. At this point, you can now continue forward to the mission as normal. And now, even though you saved the Pelican, as I showed in that previous video, if you go forward, there will still be a crashed Pelican up ahead. Johnson's crashed Pelican. And Johnson, even though Johnson is right here in this Pelican, he'll still be being chased by brutes up ahead, and then later captured by the brute chieftain even further ahead. So really, saving these Pelicans has no effect on the game later in the mission, but they are saved nonetheless. But like I said, it'll still be a crashed Pelican up ahead because it's part of the scenery, the map's scenery. And of course, you know, AIs will still spawn as they normally do, as they are scripted to do. But, you know, you've done it. You've saved the Pelicans. And they will remain here forever until you hit a loading point and despawn this whole section. And deload this whole section, which also despawns these Pelicans. But, yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Very simple to do. Very easy. And no mods required at all. So, yeah. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like as always. And if you want me to check out anything else, or there's any previous like mod assisted glitches that I did that you want me to try to do without mods, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.